rude RVers, historic winds, transmission issues, and some water storage. What's going on, everybody? How you guys doing today? Yeah, well, I woke up to a little dusting of snow. Nothing really even worth mentioning, but yeah, we're talking about this big winter storm and this and that and the cold. Now, it is a little bit cold. It's below freezing, but it's winter. It's, mid-January expected. But yeah, just a little dusting. Went out with the broom, brushed off the sidewalk real quick. So it really was nothing, but that's what we got going on here in this neck of the woods. So let's start talking about the wheeled wonders, because that's why you're here, right? All right, let's start off with Anna from Anna's Adventures. She is at Quartzsite, and she's just sitting there. She's having a nice little time. She has a nice spot. It's a big open spot, and yeah.
If I didn't record it, you wouldn't believe it. They come.
Here they come.
I should say, like, of all places, like, what made you want to just park right outside my door?
So there you have it. I know I bitch about it all the time, but people keep telling me, no, they're all spread out. You're not there. You don't know. Well, there you go. There's a prime example. And apart, she had nice open space. There's literally hundreds of thousands of acres, but where do they got it come and park? Right on top of somebody else. So yeah, I think it's hilarious. I really do. I think it's funny. Not for Anna. She did move. She said, screw this. But yeah, I mean, everybody, talks about the wide open spaces, and my view changes every day and your view stays the same, and I don't have neighbors, and I don't have to do with this, and I don't have to deal with this. And what do? You drive right up. So when you step out your door, what do you see? An RV, you hear people's dogs barking. And that's what she was saying. She was like, she got a dog. She wants to walk her dog. She doesn't want to get out in the morning and drink her coffee staring into somebody's fucking window in her Class A. It just doesn't make any sense, people. But again, whenever I say it, it doesn't happen. So there, I guess it didn't happen there either. Because you can show people shit, but they still don't believe you. But anyway, and that's not all that Anna had to deal with. She had to deal with, are you ready for it? Historic winds.
It's like a scene of a
There's
Western.
a tumbleweed.
It's a tumbleweed.
But yeah, you could see before when she was rolling, you could see off in the distance, you could see the dust cloud. Looked like a rainstorm. But yeah, them flags were blowing over and the little tumbleweeds and shit. It was pretty crazy. But yeah, so Tater's not the only one that deals with historic wind, record-breaking weather in Quartzsite. So go over and check out Anna from Anna's Adventures. All right, next we have Matty Van Halen. As we know, he just recently got his little casita, and now he's having some issues. That's right. His transmission went out, and it's like you just spent all this money on the casita. Now he might have to spend a whole bunch of money to get his van towed somewhere and possibly get a new transmission installed, either rebuilt or new, or, at the very least, he's going to have a bill for some kind of repairs, because he was going and then it was slipping, and then he could only go in reverse. And yeah, I think that's where he was stuck at last. He could only go in reverse, and that'll probably go out soon. He says it started about a week before he got the casita. But yeah, all this stuff all at once. Big money grab.
That's going to be terrible if it happens, because I just dropped $13,000 on this thing, and then I put another $1,000 into it, getting taxes and registration and tires and other tinkering things, and the leaky thing there that I fixed. that wasn't very expensive. So the timing is good and it's bad. You know what I mean? Because at least I have somewhere to live.
Yeah, that's the good thing. He has some place to stay if he does have to have his van in the shop for an extended period of time. Because as before, when he was living in the van, when the van goes in, your house goes in. So he was kind of, doing the pros and cons. But the thing is, first of all, just me, if it was me, if I was having issues a week before with transmission slipping or acting weird, yeah, I would have had that addressed before buying something that was going to add a tow load to that transmission. That's just me. I mean, I'm not a nomad. I'm not out there in the desert. But yeah, if I was thinking about getting something and I was going to hook to this thing and drag, whether it be extra, oh, it's light, it's no, it doesn't matter. Even if you're going to throw something else in the back, if you're already having transmission issues, yeah, before I would have shelled out the money, I would have got that transmission looked at to see if after I got that issue alleviated, if I still had 13 grand extra to put into the casita. Just my thinking. Leave me a comment below. What do you think? Do you agree with me? Or do you say, fuck it, I wanted a casita, I'm going to go get one. I don't care if the transmission's slipping or not. What do you think? All right, we have the Chrome Project. He made his trek from the East Coast and back to the West Coast. He is almost home. He is in Vancouver. He didn't get on the ferry yet and go back to the island to get to the shop. He stopped over and visited the Wii, and that's right. He stopped and met with his daughter.
Hey? She's a spaz.
Spaz.
You guys behave yourself? Nobody ate anything weird while we were away? What are you doing on your stairs?
Yeah.
Those are cute, right?
Hi. Come here.
So there you go. Chrome almost home. Stopped over and saw Danica, and she got to see the new pup and the new van and all that good stuff. So yeah, pretty cool stuff. And then I was actually thinking, because I had some comments before about how you're going to be stealthing that thing. And I was like, Chrome's not worried about being stealth. But then I was thinking again, I saw it in a parking lot and I was looking at it as he walked away. And I was like thinking, you know what? Come to think of it, if I saw that van sitting somewhere, parked somewhere, I wouldn't think that someone was living in there. With all the graphics and as loud and attention grabbing as it is and everything, yeah, you might see the little YouTube thing and this and that, but I would think it's some kind of business or some kind of promotion thing, or I don't know, a party planner van or something. I don't know. I would assume it was something else first before thinking somebody lived in there. If that's just me. Again, leave me your comments. What do you think? If you saw something like that was that loud, now it doesn't have everything like the roof rack and all the other stuff on it yet, but as it is now, when I see it, the first thing that comes to my mind, even though I watch the Wheeled Wonders and I know all about van life and everything like that, so people that don't know that this is as prevalent as it is, I don't think they would think, hey, somebody's living there. I think they would say, I wonder what business that is for. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Leave me a comment. What do you think? Am I full of shit? Or that's just me. And remember,
That's my opinion!
all right, now we have the Tater Tot. That's right, good old Nomadic Fanatic.
Who the fuck is Nomadic Fanatic?
He's that little guy that bought some land, and I think he's kind of not regretting it, but he's reminiscing. He was standing on his little porch and he was like, saying, I had all this before. I did all this once. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, so, yeah. And that's what we're thinking. As viewers, we're thinking, we watched this before, because today's video was pretty much a throwaway. Again, I mean, usually the one thing you can rely on Tater for is one, cat hair covered shirt and a half decent video. This one was just nothing. It was all about shopping for water storage containers. We went to Lowe's or Home Depot or whatever, the big box stores, and he went and said, this is how much this one is, and this is how much this one is. And then he went to some other place, this is how much they, oh, I'm going over here. And he just compared all kind of prices. And he got 4 of the little square, not little, but the square totes. And I think all 4 of them combined was like 1,100 gallons or something. So he went and he got 2 at a time. That's what would fit in his Frosty, the pick-em-up truck. So 2 at a time, and took them back and dumped them off at Tater Acres. So Tater had big plans for the day and had everything all mapped out, what he was going to do and what he was going to film. And yeah, things didn't quite go to plan because, first thing is I guess it's pretty cold there. There was some more snow. That's right. They got some more snow. They're 7,000 feet in the White Mountains. And, but his water in his little jugs, his 55-gallon plastic tubs, was frozen solid. So, yeah, it put a damper on things, and he couldn't do what he wanted to do.
I had everything carefully planned out in my mind, how today was going to go. And, okay.
So that's how Tater's day went. And he did get more snow. They got more snow up there in the White Mountains at 7,000 feet since that, because his new little totes are all covered with snow now. But so there you go. Tater, was saying that this off-grid stuff, some days are hard and all this other stuff. And, some days it's so quiet. Just listen, there's nothing, and everything's great. But yeah, I think he's like, I don't want to go through all this again, but he's got to because of whatever the hell. And I still say there's no way that he was oblivious to everything. He had to know something that was going on. And it's just one more confirmation too, that something actually did happen at Quartzsite that made him leave, because he went there specifically because he even said when he bought the land and showed it off, and when all the moon rocks were still there, we're going to go to Quartzsite because it's too cold to do anything here. So we're going down to Quartzsite, and then we will come up here and work when it's not cold and snowy and blah, yada, yada, yada. So he went down to Quartzsite to the LTVA. He paid his $180 for a week. And then something happened and he skedaddled and took whatever he could grab and throw, and he left, never to return. And he's up at Tater Acres in the cold, doing exactly what he didn't want to do, because for whatever reason, now he kind of has to. So I don't know. It was a video. Really nothing going on. Nothing happened. All his plans fell to shit, and we just got to see a bunch of prey. And now we all know how much big Rubbermaid water jugs cost. That's about it.
I've just received an update that the YouTuber known as Tater is still a pussy.
All right, now we have Line Screw 1. That's right, good old Andrew. He is traveling. He is getting ready to go abroad, or at least he's trying to. He has a couple little videos out real quick about the trip. One, he starts to share some travel tips about how to actually fly, some air travel tips, I should say. You just don't say travel tips because he's an RVer, and we always talk about the wheeled wonders, but he's talking about air travel, and he talks about some airlines that start cramming people into planes, and they charge for everything. Oh, you want a bag? You got it's an upcharge beside your ticket. Oh, you even carry-ons now. Some of them are charging for that. Oh, you want a drink? Oh, yeah, you want a meal? Oh, you want to breathe the air? You want to... So they charge for everything, and they're cramming more seats in airplanes. And I can confirm that I did work for at an airport, and I worked for United Airlines. And this was many moons ago, but I was privy to the interior change that they were getting ready to do because I was going to have to be a part of it once everything changed and all that bullshit. Me and the rest of the crew, not just me, but so yeah, they showed us everything that was going to go on, the new interior design and where things were going to be, and how many rows of seats they were adding to the same airplane. Yes, so if it was however many seats, yeah, they were going to take stuff out and squeeze them all. So yeah, it was a big thing back then. I don't know if they did it again, a new iteration of it now, but yeah, recently. But yeah, I can attest to that because they were talking about it quite some time ago, and I'm sure they implemented it. And I haven't flown in a while. Well, I definitely haven't flown post 9/11 because that shit just got all crazy. And yeah, everything's pricey, especially when you used to work for the airline and you got to fly for free. I'm not paying exorbitant amounts for a damn ticket and then have to pay for a bag, and you can only take 3 drops of shampoo and yeah, fuck all that. I can't be bothered. But yeah. So we don't know where he's going yet, but all we do know is, snow delays, and he got stuck just a little bit. So he's still in Canada.
I am enjoying an unexpected delay because of the YYZ blizzard. That is correct. I was one of the thousands upon thousands who were routed through Toronto to go to points elsewhere that were caught up in it.
There you go. So he made it to Toronto. But yeah, so they rebooked his plane because when he landed, due to the delays, his connecting flight was leaving as he was departing his flight. So he just went up and was telling about how you go up and just say, hey, I need this and that, and everything is hunky-dory. But he has a 24-hour layover, so what can you do? But just go get a room, maybe ask and see if you can get a voucher, and you go get a room, you go hang out, and you enjoy some relaxing time until your next flight, and you hope the weather cooperates. But yeah. That's about all we got for today on this weekend. It's a nice Saturday. And I will keep you abreast of what is going on with the Wheeled Wonders. And right now I'm going to go make some ribs. I had seasoned them all up and got them all prepped yesterday and got them out, and they are in the refrigerator. And so now I'm going to go down there and throw them on the grill nice and low and slow for a couple hours, and then crank up the heat and finish them all off and have me some ribs. So yeah, me and the missus are going to be all gooey fingered and just gnawing on some bones, on some rib bones. But I can't wait. I hope you guys have a good one. And remember, these are all just my opinions, and you don't have to agree with me. That's not the point here.
This is Blind Views, and that's how I see it.
What we do here is go back.